Hello, this is your Commodore, Ty Cole speaking, and this has blown up the internet. This news is major. It's been all over every facet of social media that Spider-Man is no longer a part of the MCU. Yes, Marvel Studios and Sony have decided to break off relationships. There are many articles that are saying what's happening with this. Many other YouTubers have covered this, like Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, Mecha Random, and so forth. The most current information I know of is that Disney does not want Kevin Feige to be the producer anymore on these Sony picture Spider-Man. And I understand that because Disney now owns everything that Fox owns regarding the Marvels, so they want Kevin Feige to work on what they own and not just help out another company. But there's other rumors saying that it's because Marvel wanted more money, a better chunk of it, because they basically made Spider-Man relevant again and actually made it worth something in the box office. It's been confirmed that Spider-Man Far From Home has become the highest grossing Sony picture movie of all times. And knowing Sony's track record of how they use Spider-Man, let's just say it's been another disaster. Anyone remember The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Now you gotta pay the price. We have the power now. We can change the world.
Then let's go catch a spider.
Or Spider-Man 3?
Don't walk us so.
They say there are still 2 more Spider-Man movies in the works with the director, John Watts, and star Tom Holland attached. But it's saying without any new information, Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige will not be a part of that at all. As I said, Disney wanted future Spider-Man movies to be a 50-50 co-financial agreement, which would require Sony to pay for at least half of it. And they said this could have extended to the other Sony Spider-Verse movies, bringing Venom into the MCU. But Sony completely said no. So to me, from what I'm reading on these articles, you gotta blame Sony. Here is the Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios. They took something that Sony owned, i.e. the Spider-Man IP, and made it relevant after Sony failed at it twice. Not once, but twice. And when Disney and Marvel goes up to Sony and say, like, hey, we're getting kind of shafted here with the finances on this. We're putting a good chunk of the money into production, but you guys are receiving the bulk of the return. That's what I get from when I'm reading these. There are sources out there that say Sony feels that they will be fine without Fergie and Marvel with them, and that they will have an idea of where to take Spider-Man next. It just won't be with the MCU. But honestly, the MCU made Spider-Man relevant again since the second Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. This is going to be an ongoing thing. There are still people holding out hope that there might be a deal between Disney and Sony in the future. But as of now, Spider-Man is out of the MCU. They're both playing the blame game. In my opinion, I think it's Sony that needs to lighten up a bit. Because even though they own the IP, Fox proved when they own the IP of like X-Men and Fantastic Four, it's not worth anything if you can't do anything with it. And I would love to see Spider-Man back in the MCU because I believe the Marvel was doing a great storyline with him, especially if you watched Far From Home and the end credits. That's the breaking news. There'll definitely be many updates. And also there are some news sources coming out saying that they are still in negotiations where others are saying the negotiations have broken off. So we can only hope that something comes up, but if not, we had a good run with Spider-Man in the MCU, and we still got Phase 4 to look forward to. The Disney Plus streaming service with some great Marvel stuff coming on there. I, for one, I'm looking forward to the Black Widow movie and seeing Shang-Chi. So, for your Commodore Tycoons, live long and prosper, people. Hailing frequencies are closed. Update. There's been some rumors about that Sony and Marvel have come to an agreement with Spider-Man. Remember, people, this is just a rumor. If you want to hear more about it, check out the video on Nerdrotic. Link is in the description below. So, we got two camps saying right now that there may be a deal in place now that Spider-Man will stay in the MCU, or it will not, and Sony will go completely do whatever the hell they want with the Spider-Man IP. Please keep in check with everything that's going on. So, again, for your Commodore Tycoons, live long and prosper. Hailing frequencies closed. Thank you for watching Commodore Ty and enjoying this video. I hope you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if while you're here, check out one of my other videos. Live long and prosper. Hailing frequencies closed.